Hello everyone, this is Fumiko. I'm co-founder and the CEO of Infomatica. So we're offering the microfinance to small entrepreneurs in Malaysia, and also we're offering the psychometric base of the credit scoring model for financial institutions in Japan. So today I would like to talk about the mental hardship for the fundraising journey of myself. First of all, what is the images of the fundraising journey? Some might imagine of the money tigers as a very dramatic process, but actually no. For me, it's very, very tough journey as a very early stage of entrepreneurs. Since we established this company in 2019, we have been the fundraising to some certain amount of money to survive until now. And all the funds is coming from the angel investors and the CVC so far. But since 2021, we also found the Japan office currently now in the HQ. Since then, we switched the strategy, the fundraise from the the venture capital, because we thought the venture capital funds is more effective in terms of the quantity and quality as we aim for the IPO in the future. So far, until now, we've been around the 60 VCs during this 1.5 years. And finally, we got the offer from the 2 VCs, but very unfortunately, we couldn't match with the offering, the corporate, the valuation, and then we couldn't acquire it. So until even now, so we still continue our fundraising journey so far. And so during this journey, what we are very struggling for several points. There are 2 points especially. The first point is we are advised to stick on the one business model, and from the various different opinions coming out. So our company, we offering the 2 different business models. One is microfinance, another one is credit scoring model. As we think these have a mutual, the synergy each other. And during the conversation of the VCs, we find out we are advised to stick on only the one business model, as we have a limited resources as early stage of entrepreneur. Yeah, we all agree with that opinions. But the issue is the majority of VC have a preference to choose the credit scoring model, as this is the tech business, and also as you know, the tech is more to restrain the cost and to have a more efficient, profitable rates in the later stage, have a more easy to access the scaling up. But on the other VCs still remaining the microfinance, because this is my journey, this is my origin of my passion and mission. Also, some VCs still have more expertise for the microfinance in an emerging country. That's the reason, and there are so many different opinions come from the VC side, and we are all influenced of these various options so far. And the second struggling point is we found the VC have 2 layers for decision-making process. And one is general partners, GP side is basically the organizer of the VC funds. And the upper point is the LP, the limited partners, that more higher positioned as a final decision maker as the fund of funds. So far, after several meetings with the GP side, we come to the mutual consensus to go to the next step as to talking to the LP. But we found several times they were struggling. The LP, the backgrounds usually from the banks or the big institution of the financial institution, their mentality is quite different from GP side, as they more focus on the financial side, or the frequent question is asking whether these business models already apply in the Japanese market or not. Because we disrupt the new market, it is the first time implementation in Japan. So this question is really silly for us, as their mentality is more towards the very big, the established companies. So far, we seek for advice from the different the ecosystem for like very successful CEO or CFO or venture capitalists around us. Then surprisingly, we find there several very similar opinions to come out with us. So today, we're going to share with these 3 points as the recommendation for the fundraising journey. So first point is we stick on our original position, means we should more focus on our own distance, our own position, with the very strong confidence. That's for sure. We all influenced by VC's opinion, as we think there are huge information gap between us. Usually, VC have more big resources to access the variety of information, especially they exchange our pitch deck internally, also have the more capacity to access the global information as a successful business model. That's why they ask in the different opinions, but we are different. So how we stick on our original opinion or what we thought. So we also have, I thought that we tried the 2 things, and so we also can access the internet, and we can also see the successful business pitch deck in globally, also especially in the Japanese market as well. Then we try to find the similar business model and to gain more information or strategy from the great entrepreneurs run. And the second point is we need to complete all the basic elements of the pitch deck. Usually pitch deck constructed by the 10 or 15 elements so far, as you know. So we should complete all the elements. It's to prepare for the various questions from VC side. And if we complete it, it makes us very big confidence. In the end, so for our case, we stick on these 2 business models, but we tell a very better story. To starting from the microfinance, we gaining the experience, which we directed to disperse money. Then we utilize a lot of this experience also to the pain from the customer or pain from the financial institution. We apply this experience into the credit model, scoring model business. So it's starting from microfinance and towards the credit scoring model. It's just the succeeding journey, and to connect to find out connecting the dot between these 2 stories. The second point is we should find the final decision maker of the VCs. And so this is so important. We can access from the internet, or if we have a lack of information, we should ask this question at the first meeting with the VCs. And same as for the LP, we should know who is LP. And then we should ask the GP, and then so frequent questions from the LP. Then we can reduce the risks to meet the new questions at the first time. And third point is we should find a peer supporter from our ecosystem. There are a lot of experienced peer supporter, like successful CEO and CFO, or venture capitalist, or the startup consultant so far. And also here in Tokyo, there are a lot of the ecosystem, such as CIC Tokyo, or FinoLab, or FinTech Association so far, as there are so many chances to join the pitch contest, or accelerator program, or webinar, or seminar, whatever. And it is a very good source to get the supporters, also the information. So in the end, as a summary, so go through this journey. I have some tips, and 3 tips, and one is to have confidence for your ideas, and second, to grasp the information as much as possible, and third one, to have the peer supporters from the ecosystem. As the CEO, our job is to open the door in front of and to grasp the chance. In English saying, I found to seize the fortune by forelock. That's exactly what I want to say. Thank you for listening.